What's up, Ben? How's it going, man?
All right, how are you?
I'm all good. Thank God the international break is over. That's a little bit harsh because it's actually been quite a good one. But Premier League football is back. Huge game to kick off the weekend. It is Crystal Palace, my team, against Liverpool. Selhurst Park, Saturday, the early lunchtime game. Ben, what are your thoughts on this?
We should probably ask you what your thoughts are on this, no?
Well, I'm super excited, okay? Palace obviously played in the last game week. We had an enormous result, winning 2-0 at Huddersfield. That came off the back of, I think it was like 5 straight defeats. And it was some tough defeats as well. We played really well against teams like Manchester United. We actually played well against your boys Spurs, but we ended up losing those games. We were in the bottom 3, but that win against Huddersfield has lifted us out of it. Here's actually how the league table looks right now. So Palace are currently 16th in the table. We're 2 points clear. It's not a huge advantage.
And you've played more games than West Ham and Southampton. One more game, which was the Huddersfield game, yeah.
Sure, but we still have, our fixtures towards the end of the season are really, really good. And actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm actually looking at this Liverpool game as a free hit. I don't think people are expecting us to win it.
Yeah.
I think we've actually got a really good chance. We've beaten teams like Chelsea already at home this season, and against Manchester United we scored twice. Arsenal we scored twice. We lost those games, but we can score against the big teams at home. The crowd will obviously be up for it.
Yeah.
We've got amazing players back on our roster, available and fit. Why not? Why can't we do this? What do you think?
I think you'll play well. I think you'll give it a go, but I don't think you'll win. I think Liverpool are maybe the form team in the Premier League right now. Definitely amongst them, with, say, Spurs and City. Yeah, I think you'll give them a good game. I think the angle you didn't mention, which probably most people think of when they think of this game, is the 3-3, Istanbul, the comeback that ruined, the title challenge under Brendan Rodgers. So that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I didn't mention it, though, because I just feel it's a bit past it. That's not where we are at the moment. Liverpool aren't going for the championship anymore. They're looking to try and break into the top 4 still and cement that position. Palace, we have different needs. We just need to stay up in survival. I think we've moved on from the 3-3, and I think...
No, I think you have, but I think the game is still pivotal for both teams. Liverpool are, they're only ahead of Spurs thanks to playing Watford in the last game where Spurs didn't play.
Yeah.
With the game in hand. They're still in the mix with United. I don't think we can rule out Chelsea. That's, Sunday's big games, Chelsea-Spurs. So Liverpool are not cemented in the top 4. They've also got the Champions League game,
this
first
is the big
leg
question.
on Wednesday. I think most of their big... the front 3 didn't play. I'm not sure about Sané, but Firmino wasn't overly used by Brazil.
Yeah.
Salah didn't start the second game for Egypt.
Yeah.
You imagine they'll start. And anyway, Saturday morning to Wednesday, or Saturday lunchtime to Wednesday is enough time to recover. So Liverpool, I think, will be strong. I don't think they'll rest many players. Joe Gomez isn't a huge loss for them. He's probably not in their first choice 11, although they probably could have done with him in this period. So I think Liverpool, they just might be psychologically thinking of that game rather than actually resting players. I don't think they will.
So here's how we predict the lineups are going to be. Palace, I mentioned it earlier, we are welcoming back some really big players. Zaha actually came back in the Huddersfield game, as did Cabaye. Really important players. Zaha should be able to start this week. Also back on our team is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We don't have him. He actually came on for the last few minutes as well the other day. And at the back, we've got Mamadou Sakho, our record signing, against his old employers. That will be very interesting. As for the Liverpool side, as you said, Ben, we're going with the big 3 up front. We don't think that they're going to change. Emre Can, he pulled out. He withdrew from the Germany squad.
Yeah, I could see Chamberlain maybe not playing because he played a lot for England, but they've got options. Obviously, Henderson, who also played a lot for England. So they've got options in midfield. That may be where he rotates a little bit more.
Yeah, I also think Lovren, by the way, might be back in instead of Matip. I know that we had Matip in our team. I think Lovren might play there. We'll just see how it goes. You mentioned it briefly, though, Ben. Another thing to focus on is, will Liverpool's focus be on this game or on Man City in midweek? I'm hoping as a Palace fan.
I think Jurgen Klopp will make it this game, but I think it would be natural for somebody to think about the Liverpool City game because just, everyone I know has been talking about that game as a standout Champions League fixture. Only Juventus Real Madrid probably comes close. It's an all-English tie, so just psychologically I think players might be thinking of that. But, you could also throw in the Mohamed Salah, 4 goals ahead of Kane, Golden Boot race. He's on course for the best ever Premier League season in terms of goals. So that could be fascinating. If he gets... We've actually, on our preview on the site, tipped him to score first. which are nice odds of 10-3 with certain bookies. So that could go. I can see. I would, if I had to stick my money on it, go 2-1 Liverpool, 3-2 Liverpool. I think there'll be goals. I think Liverpool will come through, but I think Palace it will be similar to a lot of the other games you played, Chelsea, Spurs, United. You played your part, but you didn't quite have enough.
I'm going to go a bit more optimistic. I think we've scored 2 goals in a lot of home games this season. I'm going for another 2 goals. In fact, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Should be a really exciting game. Hopefully Liverpool's focus will be a little bit off it. A draw for us would just be another great point in our battle for survival this season. It wouldn't be that awful a result for Liverpool as well. I think everyone could be happy with that. Obviously, we've got to mention as well Roy Hodgson against his old club for the first time.
Well, there's a lot. There's Sacco, Martin Kelly.
Sure.
Someone else, I can't remember. Benteke.
Of course.
He's been awful.
So listen, that's how we think it's going to go. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, comment below. Tell us what you think about Palace versus Liverpool. Should be a cracking game.